Good afternoon from VE3WDM. I was on YouTube this week looking at looking for some videos about the Elecraft P3 pan adapter. I really couldn't find too much that gave you what the P3 is capable of doing. Well, I shouldn't say capable of doing, what I use it for and how it helps me out. And right now it's up on the computer screen because I've installed the P3 SVGA card in the P3 pan adapter. It gives me this large view now on my computer screen, which is great. What I'm going to do is I've got the P3 hooked up, as you can see. It's on a split configuration, split frequency configuration that you usually use for de-expeditions. Most of the time, I should say all the time, I listen to my Elecraft K3 with the headphones on. And the reason why is because VFO-A, which is the green line that you see, comes through the left ear of the headphones, and the red line there, which is VFO-B, comes through the right ear of the headphones. For this demonstration today, I've got the K3 hooked up to some stereo external speakers, so it's not going to be the left-right ear thing that I'd normally hear, but we'll try and give you an idea of the P3 and what it can do. So you're looking at 20 meters right now. There's a fair bit of action out there. This split you see now was for NH8S, the de-expedition, which is still on, but they're not around right now on this particular band. And what happens is VFO-A is the transmitting frequency, or my listening frequency, for NH8S, and the red line is my transmitting frequency. So the big advantage here with the P3 is I have on the Elecraft K3 both the sub-receiver and the main receiver installed. So I can hear with my left ear the signal from the de-expedition. In my right ear, I can hear all the stations that are trying to contact them. The main advantage there is you can actually hear the station that the de-expedition is having a contact with. So it gives you a better indication of the frequency that he's listening on. I mean, you may see 7 or 8 or 10 signals all of a sudden jump off the bottom of this screen once he finishes his CQ. But when he answers a station and the station answers him back, there'll only be one station at the green, which is the de-expedition station, and one station at the red colored bar, which is the station answering them. And you can line up your VFO-B with the transmit signal. It gives you a better chance of making contact with the de-expedition station. So now that line on VFO-B is red because we're in split mode right now. So let me take us out of split, and it should turn a nice mauve color. There you go. So now what I have is I have two independent receivers. The green line is receiver A, the mauve line is receiver B. And what I've done before to help me out with my DXCC count is using DX Labs spot collector, where the green arrow is now, what the green line is, and I'll just put my finger over here, right here. That's VFO-A. And let's say spot collector told me that there was a New Zealand station there. Well, right now it doesn't look like it's there. You don't see any action right here, and you don't see any tails like you do here and here. There's a CW signal right there. You can see the tail down here. Right here, not so much. But that doesn't mean that in a few minutes the propagation is going to change and all of a sudden he's going to show up. So what I'd like to do is listen with my left ear to the A receiver. Then with the B receiver, what I'd like to do is move it along to see all this little action in here. They may not be spotted yet, and it could be a nice DXCC. So I can move that down, say, to here and see what's going on there. See what's happening in this little spot here with VFO-A, and what's going to, or VFO-B, sorry, that's going to be in my left ear. Now let me just turn the volume up. Here we are. So now I've got A and B on at the same time, volume-wise. There's nothing going on either at the red line, or mauve line, or the green line. So let me move this over here. There's VFO-B. I can listen to find out who that is, and if it is, say, a rare station, I can contact them. So let's go like this here. Hear who that is, hear who that is, and so on. So I can go fishing over here, while at the same time with my left ear be listening over here for that New Zealand station. And if the New Zealand station happens to come in, I can just go like that and listen only to the New Zealand station. Right now it's quiet because there's nobody there. But that allows me just to listen to one side or one receiver and allow myself to make that contact. They may never show up, but what I can do is I can take this other VFO, this other receiver, and go around and see what's out there, see if there's any other DXCC out there. Will I happen to be waiting for VFO-A to come alive? Sometimes it doesn't, but a lot of times it has. The other thing I can do is, let's say that 20 meters and 30 meters are very active, and you want to keep listening right here. Well, look at that, there's a station there. What are the chances? But let's say we want to keep listening right here for that New Zealand station, but we don't want to miss out on any activity that could be down, say, on 30 meters. So what we do is we're going to have one VFO on 30 meters and one VFO on 20 meters. How do we do that? So we're going to set this K3 so that we can do 30 meters, and we'll do that here. There we go. Now VFO-A, that's 30 meters, as you can see, and there's a bit of action there. Back on VFO-B, we're still listening to for the New Zealand station, and the right ear is still listening for something right here. There's the right ear. Nothing happening right now. But let's just say, for example, move along here. There's something going on here. We'll bring up kind of weak. We're still listening with our other ear to see if there's anything going on the other 20 meter band. And that New Zealand station, if it happens to show up, so there's a 30 meter station on VFO-A. Now we'll go like this. We still hear that station on 30 meters, and here on 20 meters there kind of is a station, it seems there. And if we want to listen to them, excuse the speakers, you can kind of hear him in the, maybe that's a New Zealand station. But now you can take the opportunity to contact the New Zealand station while also not wasting any time on 14 meters listening for him if he's not there, being able to go over here and scan the other busy band, which is 30 meters. So there you go. So very basically, with P3, you're able to, with a de-expedition, listen to both sides of the, let's say, conversation, and be able to pick up who the de-expedition station is listening to and talking to, and you can zero in on that part of the frequency and hopefully make a contact. Or if you're on the same band, say 20 meters, and you're listening for New Zealand, let's say, you can use VFO-B to scan around and see if there's any unadvertised or unspotted DXCCs on the channel or on the frequency. If there's two active bands, because you have the subreceiver in the K3, you can go down to, let's say, 30 meters, and while listening with one ear up on 20 meters for that New Zealand station, you can do some hunting down on 30 meters, which is also busy and active, to see if there's anything down there. So there you go. Not much in regards to the left ear, right ear effect, but it's kind of hard to do with this from my iPhone. But it gives you an idea of the P3. And one last thing I'd like to say is right here and right here is a steady signal. That's some kind of interference of some type. It doesn't really bother me, but it's some kind of interference. But the P3 is amazing in that effect, is that if you do have some problems around the band of something that's interfering, you can see it, as you can see here on the screen from the P3. Maybe go around your house and start shutting circuit breakers off and seeing if the offending signal all of a sudden stops. It kind of narrows down what the problem will be, if it's something in the house or not. But anyway, that's just a side note. So I hope this helped you out. And 73s, have a nice day, and hopefully we'll see you on our next YouTube video. Bye now.